Good morning. We are all people, right? Almost all of us. So, excuse me if I call you people, but I think it's appropriate. It's just not. I don't even know what the word is I'm looking for, okay? We are all beautiful people. How about that? Carry it a step further. Because we are in the express image of God. Now, what does that mean? Express. I don't know. It just came out of my mouth. But we are in the image. And I know it's got to be that we have a head and a body, arms, legs, fingers and toes, a brain. This earth was created to inhabit with God's children. For us to come down here and have a place to learn what happens with this physical body. Some of us might think we haven't learned anything. Some of us don't realize we've learned a lot. You know, depends on what you've done with your life. Even those who are staying home, as you're growing up, some of us, like myself included, thought I was under my mom and dad's thumb. Well, I was. But I was their child, and it was their right to raise me how they saw fit. We would hope that all of us would get a lot of love and attention, and we'd get to go do things. And some people put a lot of effort and energy into their children, which is a great thing. Who else is going to do it? It's the parents and the grandparents, those who care, those who love you. I'm going to go back a little bit so I'm not right in my face. I never know what I'm going to say when I get on here. I'm still thinking about reading, and if I can handle it, I will. And no, I'm not a scholarly person. And you can tell by my reading skills I don't do that well. I do well for some, but it's because I have years and years and years of experience. And even then, I'm still stumbling because I don't read all the time. I've been reading my scriptures for you guys, which has been a good thing for me. Although I took 4 years of seminary, it's only an hour class a day, but it was 4 years. And they studied a different book each year, so it wasn't all concentrated on the Book of Mormon all 4 years, okay? We did the Bible. I'm not sure. I think we might have did the Old Testament and the New Testament separate. I know they do at Sunday school class. And I've got to quit stretching my little head. Right now I'm doing okay. I've had problems with my headaches, and right now I'm all right. Notice my bandana is not far away. And sometimes when I think too much or get perplexing things going on, then, there comes the headache. I'm 70 years old, or years young, whichever way you want to look at it. If we were in the days of old, I'd be very young. Because they used to live a long time. Like 6, 7, 800 years, sometimes 900 years. One guy, was it Methuselah? Somebody lived to be like 999 or something, really old. But I'm sure they didn't look really old during all those years. And I'm I've let things go for so long because I haven't cared. I haven't had my motivating force, okay? But I have it now, so I'm hoping it's not too late to reverse a few things. My skin, my body, I mean, everything. You just look at it, everything. And, then let's wait to read and be excited about reading to the time when you can't see. Everything's backwards. You should be reading. Anyway. Oh. I finished watching the 3rd season of Bridgerton last night. And yes, although there are things in that show I would not put on TV, and I wouldn't ask actors to do, because there's nudity, there's sex, there's love. I found myself dreaming about love. But anyway, I know there's another season coming. And the season 3 ended with 3 babies. And Miss Bridgerton, Lady Whistledown, will still be around. Just not as a gossiper necessarily. But she's a great writer. And I can appreciate that too. I don't like the days in which they lived. I'm sure it's like the 1800s or maybe even 1700s. I don't know. But it's back when people's thinking is screwed up. Only the men get to do stuff. Only the men get to rise and be what they want to be. The women are only to be a wife, not to have their own dreams. Their dreams are their husband. Take care of that man. And he gets to have all the dreams. We know that changed. Anyway, it's just some weird people got stuck in a place where they thought they were all that. And made the women subservient. Is that the right word I'm looking for? Sub, below. Servant, their servant. Something wrong with that picture, people. That women are not. Even when they said that about Adam and Eve, he needed a helpmate. Or a helpmeet. I'm not sure if that was the word. But he did. He needed his woman. And his woman needed her man. No, I can get in with that. I like that. As long as the woman gets to be also to have her dreams. Now, in the family situation, the woman does need to be home with the children. The woman is the nurturer. And raising human beings is the greatest calling there is. So don't think that you don't have a great job and a great thing that you're doing. But you men out there who think your women should be your servant, you got another thing coming. Especially if you really do feel like that. You better search high and low to find that woman. Maybe in some other country where their culture is still such. But anyway, that's really not what I got on here for. I'm just trying to, when I mentioned I was 70, I'm trying to figure out what can I do to reverse my age. It's a little late, girl. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. I have not eaten very well for so long. And I don't know really what I should do about it. I know. Eat. Well, you know what? It costs money. It costs money to eat. And then you live in a house full of people and they all want to eat, then those who are young and youthful are taking away your good stuff. No, just kidding. It's just I can't afford to eat the way I'm supposed to, and I certainly cannot afford to feed a house that wants to eat it too. Sounds a little selfish, doesn't it? But it's not, because there are certain foods I need, certain things that I need, that everybody else doesn't really need. I mean, they might need it on a scale, minuscule scale, but when you get to my point, I need it a whole lot more. And I'm thinking I really need to start eating fruit, okay? You know, like, but I want it ripe. Ripe melons are so good. Ripe everything is so good. But produce does cost a lot. I don't know if I need to find a farmer's market, but even there it's going to cost a bunch. And I've been doing my smoothies not as well as I should, but I've always been doing the blueberries and the strawberries. Well, I don't have any milk for my smoothies. Milk seems to disappear. And yes, I should use something different than milk because that's what I was told. Stay away from dairy. So I need to find a different source to make my smoothies. And, but really, this morning I've been thinking about melons, you know, like honeydew melons. They do not taste good unless they're ripe. And then there's cantaloupe. Oh, I love honeydew and cantaloupe, and I love watermelon. And I'm going to put you down so I take the sweater off. I'm hot. My room has got a... I can't do that. I'm just going to lay you down. Get this sweater off so I can cool off. This room is small, and when I shut the door, this little radiator will heat you out. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So anyway, what I was trying to say is I decided when I went downstairs to picked up my smoothie from yesterday that I didn't eat. It looks all green and purple. I need to eat it. And then I decided just give me some blueberries in a bowl. You know, they're frozen, but I'm waiting for them to thaw, and I'm just going to eat them. It might be better for me to do that. Just to plop them in my mouth. But I do. I feel like I do need to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. Yesterday I had a bag of broccoli. Put the bag in the microwave and heated it up for 6 minutes. Then I poured me some in a bowl with butter and salt and pepper. I'm wondering if these are thawed any yet. Let's see. A little bit. Blueberry. It's pretty good. And I found one bag. I don't know if I bought more than 2 bags or not, but I found my bag of spinach. I put that in my smoothie. That's why it looks so green. Okay. I'll show you. Can you see it? You probably can't tell. It looks purpley green, okay? So the green is the spinach. That makes more sense now. I'm going, what happened to my smoothie? Maybe I'll have another blueberry. Very good. And the thing that's really good about frozen um, berries, anyway, these are ripe. They're good. And they don't go bad, so you don't lose half of what you got. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Started to sing that song, Oh Happy Day, but no, we don't need to do that. And then I thought about the guy that sings Happy. I haven't heard it in a long time, so I don't got it in my head. Those are good. Strawberries are not good unless they're ripe. And a lot of times you'll get strawberries out that are frozen and they're not ripe. So I don't like that. But I got a big bag of strawberries in the freezer too. So I just been putting blueberries and strawberries in my smoothie. I've incorporated the spinach. And actually, I have to remember, I have a cucumber in that fridge down there. Cucumber's probably really good for me to have. If any of you guys have suggestions on good things to eat, what I'm doing is I'm fighting cancer, okay? And I'm taking ivermectin, and I really think that's helping. And then vegetables, green vegetables, helps with cancer. But I also have to be worried about diabetes, my sugar levels. So sugar that I do take in should be of a natural source, right? And not a spoonful of sugar. Like Mary Poppins, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. I quit drinking coffee. I didn't really like it to begin with, but I read on there, or not read, listened to Dr. William Lee, and he's saying coffee is good to fight cancer. But see, you don't want sugar. Cancer loves sugar. So there you go. I can't stand coffee unless I have something to sweeten it up with. And the creamer that makes it taste good is a dairy. And it also, I don't know how much sugar's in it, but there's quite a bit. You can tell. And I bought some non-dairy creamer, and the powder kind, I don't think it's really good for you. And it takes a hell of a lot. You can't even get it to taste as good as the dairy one. So the only thing I was thinking I could do if I was to keep drinking coffee is to have a little, like an espresso cup, and then somehow that would make it so I wouldn't have to have a whole lot of creamer. I mean, I could still have a little bit, right? But no, when you take a big old cup and then you pour creamer in, it takes creamer to make it taste good. And I mean more than just a little bit. So that's where I'm at. Did I tell you the date? Today is the 8th of February. It will not be long before the 14th. Valentine's Day. What a beautiful, wonderful day. I met somebody really close to that day. I think I started probably talking to him before that day. We were talking to post. There would be a post and it would make me say something. I couldn't help myself. I always had to respond. And pretty soon that made them respond. So be careful what you say out there. And once upon a time I did think about doing a blog or a vlog, whatever you call that. Basically, that's what this is. I mean, I'm making movies, videos. Can't really call them movies, can I? Except for people are moving. Me. um, so I don't know. I got so much to learn about the different things that I could do. Because I do want to share with the world. And if you're too long-winded, nobody wants to listen, right? I'm amazed. I mean, I really don't know if they're staying on long enough to listen to the whole thing. But I am amazed with my channel. I have 109,000 views. Just views, okay, people. And I had 320 subscribers. And then I woke up the other day to 322. And before the night came, it was 323. And I'm going, oh my. Anyway, it makes me happy. I would like to see my subscribers go up. But I haven't done a whole lot to make that happen. And it's just because I got busy and everything's put away. I don't know where my business cards are. I have some in my purse, but really I need to be handing them out. And I do sometimes, but not like I did. So, someone got upset with me for asking people to share my channel. I don't understand that either. Why can't I ask people to share my channel if they like what they find? There are people out there that need what I have. And I'm just trying to share it. Just because you might not need it, you might have a friend who does. You understand? Someone going through hard times, someone who doesn't believe in God. And actually, there are so many inactive members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which is what I am. I'm inactive, but I believe it. And I feel really good when I'm there. And the tears will flow out my eyes, which means it's touched me, right? There's a lot of suicidal people out there, too. They don't feel like they've got any reason to be living. When you do. You all do. No matter your situation. And they do have lots of helps these days. I mean, gee willikers. There's the scriptures right there. All you gotta do is touch on the headphones and it'll read it to you. And you can pick and choose. What do you want to listen to? Excuse me, I do burp. My sister told me that special needs people burp a lot. I said, I guess I'm special needs. I know that I'm a trip, okay? But I do burp a lot. So that's a criteria, as I told her and her children who are special needs. But they understand. I told them I'm a special needs kid too. And they might not think that's funny, but it's the truth. Who isn't a special needs person? I'm not saying of certain. So now I'm twisting my head up and I'm going to have a headache. But you know what I'm trying to say? We're all at different levels of being special needs. But I do burp a lot. And Grandma Riggs, my mother's mother, burped a lot. And it's not like I can help it. So, you people that get mad at people for burping, you shouldn't ought to do that. Some of us can't control it. If you don't like it, then I guess you should dismiss yourself. But I'm not going to stay in a quiet room all to myself all the time because I don't fit someone else's criteria. We are all here to learn with whatever we're given. And part of what we need to learn is what's in those scriptures. We don't understand what it is going on, but see, you be reading something in the scriptures and you're thinking, oh, but then here comes something great in the middle of all that. Great information is in those books. And I'm grateful for the fact that I have learned some of it. And I'm leaning in this chair. This is my grandson's gaming chair. It won't sit up straight, and I tend to lean one way, and then if I try to lean backwards, oh my. It's not like a normal chair. Anyway, I've talked too much and it's already 26 minutes. Lord have mercy. Because I thought maybe what I might do is do that one chapter, but I'm going to have to just do it all unto itself because first of all, it's long. And second of all, if I'm going to label it a scripture, then I should have it be a scripture, right? And it's not a scripture because I can't remember. Seems like there's 111 verses or something. See what it says. Oh, that was totally wrong. 55. I wonder what had 111. All I know is I'm enjoying my berries. There's another one. I don't think I've really ever eaten blueberries. Just had them in my smoothie. And because my naturopath said that they're really good for me. Dark berries is what she said, which means blueberries, blackberries. But then I've also heard strawberries are good too. Strawberries don't affect your sugar levels as much. So therefore it's good for those diabetics and also good for those who are fighting cancer. I stuck in some stuff. One of my people, Linda, sent me something for my hair. She bought some for herself and she's got some extra for me. And I can't see without my glasses very good, but it says, it looks like it says Hi Regrow 2.0. See, now just trying to look at that caused my head to hurt. But what I did, I tried to do what she said. She was saying spray it on your fingers and then rub it in, okay? What it said was to spray it on your scalp. So first I sprayed it on my fingers and I didn't really like that because it went somewhere else. So I just pulled my hair, my hair apart and sprayed it, but I didn't have a mirror. But nevertheless, I sprayed some on my hair. And I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm doing a lot of, well, I haven't lately, but I'm doing a lot of listening to videos. Things that will help me. Like get rid of this. I need to figure out a way to get rid of that. They had like I don't know what you call it. I want to call it a patch. They had a piece of material that you could put across here. And then you probably put some stuff on it and put it on there. So, there's just a lot of stuff. I need to use my castor oil. Castor oil and vitamin E. It's good for, the castor oil is good for getting lumps and bumps gone. So if you have any lumps and bumps, you might want to try that. Also gets rid of bone spurs. Okay, my head wants to hurt now. I really wish it wouldn't do that. I saw one. You know, I think these things are listening to us. You know, I saw I saw a video that was talking about a tea or something that'll get rid of high blood pressure. So I'm glad it's listening to me if that's what it did. I need to go find it again so that I can have it. Something that'll help get rid of high blood pressure and clean out your veins. Should call her a doctor. I can't think of her name right now. Barbara O'Neill. She has a retreat or something where people can go to with their different problems, and she's got all kinds of neat stuff that she fixes up there. Would be a trip. Anyway, I just need to do a lot better. I need to do some learning, and then I need to gather the stuff up and take it. That's the deal. You know, I can get some of that knowledge in my head, but then if I don't go after it, I soon have forgotten it. And I know, I can tell I can't take everything at face value. Meaning the coffee. You know, if you can drink it black, probably do good. But I can't drink it black. I don't want to drink it black. But nevertheless, people, I am going to probably say bye. And then I'm going to come back and read 1 Nephi 17. Because it's where I left off. I doubt that someone's waiting for me to read it to them. And really, like I've told you, get on the app and go find it. It's in the Book of Mormon, 1 Nephi. It's the very first book in the Book of Mormon. And it'll read it to you a lot better than I can. It might not give you the commentary that I do, but it'll read it to you. And it'll have the right pronunciation of the words and all that stuff. So in the meantime, I'm going to let you go. Hey, you know what? It's 33 minutes. I wonder if I can get it right at 33 seconds, too. Would that be tripping? So I'll wait for a minute, and then I'll be gone, okay? Because I'm close, real close. Love you guys. I hope you're doing well. It's Saturday. Have a great day. It is the 8th of February, and this is Mary